welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to make a quick video on how to assemble the D16Z6 rock arm assembly. I saw that there wasn't a lot of videos on how to do that online, so I figured I would just learn and try and make a short video on it and help some of you guys out there if you guys are doing the same thing. So I disassembled the whole rock arm assembly and threw it into the hot tank that I built. I try to simplify it as easy as I can for you guys to assemble it, but enough of that, let's get on with the video. I'm going to do my attempt to try and assemble this rock arm assembly. This is a rock arm assembly for the D16Z6. So we're just going to start off by putting these in here like so. So this is what we got set up here. I have it all laid out. I'm just going to show what I basically had to look at to put this all together correctly and lay it out correctly. So let's just get right into it. So there's these two shafts. One is the exhaust side, which is this side. It's the smaller one, and then this one's the intake side, which is larger. And then we got all the exhaust. Rocker arms look pretty much the same. They look just like this. They don't have any pins that go through it or anything. They just look like this. There's an A side, there's a B side. So as you see in this one says B, this one says A. And an A and a B will always be next to each other, and they will be kind of facing in toward each other. So if we're looking at it from the exhaust side like we did with the engine, exhaust side right here, intake side's on the back, and A will be on the right side of the B. So it'll go A, then B, A, then B, A, then B, and then A, then B as well. So they'll be kind of pointed in like this, kind of like this toward each other. I'll kind of show you guys a straight up look real quick. As you see, they're kind of like pointed in toward each other. And then in between each one will be a spring. And then in between each assembly, so like in between each A and B there's a spring. In between each assembly will be one of these middle pieces. I kind of like divide them. These middle pieces are different. I know this middle one has obviously threads on it, but I don't know if the other two are different or not. But an easy way to tell is each one of these are numbered, which is super neat. So this one's numbered 1 right there on the top, as you can see it. And then it goes 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm just going to show you where each number is. As you see right there, it says 2. And then 3 and 4 are in the same area. And then the last piece says 5 right there, which is super convenient. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, dang, this is super simple. Like, even though I just learned it, that this arm can only go one way, can't go the other way. One side has this like cutoff lip, and the other side doesn't. The cutoff edge will face towards the right side of the engine. It's the same thing for the exhaust, or same thing for the intake side. The cutoff will go to the right side. And now for the intake side, which is a little more confusing. This is one of the rock arms. It has a spring-loaded pin that doesn't come out. And then we have these two styles of rock arms right here. This is the center one. And then this is the one next to it. And both of them have these two pins that come out of it. As you see, one is larger than the other. The larger one will go into the smaller looking rocker arm, like so. It will be placed like this. And then we have this rocker arm right here with that smaller pin that pushes in flush like so and sits on it like this. Just like so. Just sits on it. These two that sit right next to each other are different because of the pins. That's the way I could tell. It's an easy way to tell, and they are slightly curved. Now, on the exhaust side, like I said, they are curved into each other. On the intake side, they will be curved outward of each other, which is kind of weird. And just to note real quick, this is obviously where the cam rubs against the rocker arms. Don't put this one backwards, because this one can be easily put backwards to where you face it in with it like this. You want it to face the other way because the cam will be towards the inside of this, like dead center. This is where it rubs against this rocker arm, so you want it to be in the inside, not backwards, because that would suck. This is what one assembly would look like. Got the piece right here, and they're facing outward of each other. And then obviously you got all three of these that rub against the cam. And that's exactly how it looks. And that'll be like one body, I guess. Now on the outside of each of these will be a spacer. So I'm gonna throw this thing together real quick. Alright, so now that we have this all assembled, I'm just going to pull all the bolts out real quick, because we need to put this piece. Arrow faces toward the right side of the engine, and we'll just set it on top. There's a pin right here and a pin right here. Make sure we get those lined up so it sits on there flush. Now we gotta compress the halves together. I'm gonna stand this up. So I gotta get this pin lined up and I gotta compress it basically. And there we go. Got it together. Now we're just going to slide the bolts into each one just to have this assembly ready to rock and go on the head. Rocker arm assembly all assembled. So if you guys did enjoy that video, please give the video a like and consider subscribing. But if you guys are interested in following the channel, I'm doing a D16Z6 turbo build in my 1991 Civic Sedan. So consider subscribing to follow on with that and more projects to come. And that's all I got for you guys in this video. So peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.